Hi, Sheena. Okay, this is the example that you provided. Thanks for typing all that in. I'm going to do it right here so that we can see. This is how I would look at this. First of all, it gives me assets and liabilities at the beginning of the year and at the end of the year. And then it gives me a little bit more information about the additional investments, what it wants me to solve for, the withdrawals, and the revenues and expenses. So here's how I'd use that information to solve for additional investments. I know that my assets at the beginning of the year are 300,000. I know that my liabilities at the beginning of the year are 120,000. All right, I'm just going to make myself a little note that says that that is the beginning of the year. All right, so I'm going to say BOY, that stands for beginning of the year. And then at the end of the year, I know that my assets are from right here 420,000 and my liabilities are from right here 110,000. Okay, I know that I can solve for my ending owner's equity by saying assets minus liabilities equals owner's equity. Again, I did that just by flipping the accounting equation around. We normally look at it assets equal liabilities plus owner's equity, but I can also say assets minus liabilities equals owner's equity. So if I say equals 300,000 minus 120,000, I can see that my owner's equity for the beginning of the year is 180,000. And then for the end of the year, I can say assets minus liabilities. And therefore, that is my owner's equity at the end of the year. All right, I like to have commas, so I'm going to put in some commas right there. All right. Now, it's asking me for additional investments. The way that I can do this is by using the statement of owner's equity. So that's that second financial statement that we learned about in Chapter 1, and it looks like this. Beginning capital, sometimes seen as capital, for example, February 1, 2012, but we're just going to say beginning capital. And then to that we add owner investments, that's the number that we're going to have to look for. And then we also add net income, we're given enough information to get that. And then we say less owner withdrawals, we're given that number. And then we're going to say equals ending capital. So now I'm just going to fill in the numbers that I do know. Okay, beginning capital, you can see where to get that from. That's going to be beginning of the year, capital. Remember, capital and owner's equity are the same thing. So 180,000. Need to make that bigger so we can read that number. And then owner investments, that's what we're solving for. So I'm going to put an X in there. Net income, I can get that by saying revenues minus expenses. So if I look at 190 minus 80, that is my net income. So I'm going to say equals, I'll just type in 190 minus 80,000. That's net income. And then owner withdrawals, they tell me right here is 25,000. So I'll type in, it's a less, so I'm going to do minus 25,000. And then my ending capital I get from my end of the year owner's equity, so it's 310,000. Okay, so what I know is that 180,000 plus X plus 110 minus 25,000 equals 310. So in order to solve for that, I will just get X on the same side. So if I say equals 180,000 plus 110,000 minus 25,000, then I got to move my 310 to the other side, so that'll be a minus 310,000. I get, and it should be a positive by the way, 45,000. Just the way that I did it. But again, that was just by using algebra, and if you need more help on that, ask me and I will go into more explanation on how I solved for that one unknown of X. But this is how I would work that problem.